Say it, they said, hoping to hear him from that he loved him too. Say it, what your eyes are saying, what I can feel. Say it, Jungkook, they said, while looking in his eyes. I don't love you. When he spoke, he broke his heart that can never be mended. I told you to leave. I don't love you, he said, and they took steps back in shock. When he couldn't see their eyes, the pain, her tears, and that rejection without any other word, they stepped out of the room, and he fell on the ground, and that his tears come out, which he was holding, only to fulfill that happiness of his father. He did all this. Since childhood, he heard his father saying that you would be his bride, and he knew how much his father wanted you to be his daughter-in-law, and for his father's happiness, is doing and sacrifice his own love. I don't try to save myself for falling in love with you. But at the end, it happened. He cried with the words, Theon, I'm going, Dad. Just a day before engagement, they said in front of everyone. Where? Mr. John said, and turned to, he managed to say the words. Uncle, I'm really sorry. I can't do this engagement. I'm not ready for all this. I'm sorry, they said, giving a shock to everyone. Jungkook looked at him, who was looking so pale and defeated. He averted his eyes for his face. What happened, son? His father asked, and he turned to him. Dad, Kai is a good guy, but I don't find him that same companion I am looking for. My heart is not agreed. Hope you all are understanding, they said, and turned again to Mr. John. Sorry, uncle. I'm really sorry, they said, and he nodded. That's okay. It's your life at all, he said, and he nodded. I'm going tonight, back to London, they said, and looked at Jungkook, who was showing himself busy in his laptop. Why tonight? His mother asked. I told you there won't be any reason for me to go. I have to go, Mom. After 2 days, I have an interview there, they said, and entered the conversation. Everyone was just kept looking at Tae, who brought his luggage down, and hugged everyone to bid bye. Yoongi was sad that his brother won't be there in his engagement, and knew him well that they were so stubborn that won't be listened to anyone. Stay happy, they said, and looked at him, who was standing with his lower hand in his jean pocket, somewhere controlling his tears. You too, he said, and looked up at Tae, and for the last time. Tae, I'm so happy that you came back, Yoongi said, and looking at his brother. Me too, Hyung. It's good to see you, they said, and started driving. How's Minnie? I'm so excited to see him, they said happily, and he smiled. He is good, he said, while taking about his 4-year-old son. And how is my brother-in-law? They asked about Jimin. He's beautiful. His answer made Tae smile, and Tae was happy that his brother was happy in his life. 5 years passed, and everyone moved on their life. Only Tae was standing on the same way, still with his love in his heart. After going back for Korea, he never come back. His nephew's 4th birthday, they come as Yoongi insisted. They reached home, where all welcomed him. They was happy to be his family again. How are you? Jimin asked while hugging him. I'm good. How are you? They asked, and Jimin smiled as he was happy to see him back. Guests were start coming, and everyone seemed happy. The cute Minni was running here and there with Theon, and he was so happy to play with his nephew. Hey buddy, Minnie wrapped his arms around someone's leg. Theon stopped in the place as he looked at the person who was standing in the doorway. He picked Minnie in his arm and looked up and froze where he was after 5 years. Both were in front of each other. Jungkook and Theon both lost themselves in each other's eyes. Jimin was looking both of them. You entered and stood next to Jungkook, making Tae to look away. His heart once again broke down into many pieces. All the hurts were returned. They turned back and soon the function was started. The cake was cooked by Minnie, all clapped, and the refreshments were served to the guest. Then was looking at you, who was looking so happy. How are you? You asked, and he hugged him. I'm good. You're looking so beautiful, they said, making her smile. A husband sees this even after every 5 minutes. You said happily, and they felt something was break down inside him. Jungle, he's quite dramatic, they said while controlling his tear. Jungle, I don't know about him, but I do hope he's quite romantic, you said, and making his eyes wide. J-Hope, but you and Jungkook, he stopped on his word. His heart was beating so fast as he wanted to know the truth, the hope again that rise in his heart. I'll talk to mom about our marriage. I said that I love J-Hope. First, they were angry and scolded me, but when he just said that he wanted to marry me, so they have to agree. Now we are married, and we have a cute little baby girl, you said, and her life, and he felt a new life awake around him. He looked at the door where J-Hope entered with the baby girl in his arm. His eyes went to him, who was busy to playing with Minnie. Why? They asked, standing in front of him. What why? He asked, and looked at they who was just looking in his brown eyes, which were his life. 5 years. I have been waiting for you, and you didn't come to find me. Or still think that you doesn't love me, they said, making him smile. With wet eyes, you only know to smile. You'll never say it. I left everything for you, and you wasted my 5 years, they said, answering. He was just listening to him. Why didn't you return? He asked, look at thee, which was flow his tears out. Because you never called, he answered, with accent touching his head. And if I call you then? He was asking, and they was just looking at him. The dust of their eyes and heart was not quieting. They just wanted to keep looking at him, who was with him, in every 5 seconds this year. Every passing second, they felt his heart was beating with him, every beat of his heart. You won't say it, right? They said again, and his heart, his ear, his soul were dying to hear the love. It was all quiet. What happened? But turned on the voice, and the father was standing. Young wiped his tear and walked to his father. Nothing, Dad. How are you, Uncle John? He asked Mr. John. I'm good, thank you. You didn't return for once, and didn't tell us the reason for you going. His uncle said, and they hugged him. Sorry, but no one called me, so I didn't return, they said, and looked at Jungkook. Okay, you didn't attend any marriage, but now I won't let you go without attending Jungkook's marriage. They felt his land was kept under his feet. He lost again, they thought, and looked at him, who raised his eyes for him to keep looking on the ground. Yes, this time he can't go, his father said, and they glared at Jungkook and walked out from there.